It's the Joel Shit Show featuring Joel Shit. Hi, and welcome to the Joel Shit Show. I'm your host, Joel Shit. So, and a lot of people in their lives, they know that one person who, when they're talking with them in a room or they're in a conversation with someone with them also, you know, an A and B conversations to see your way out, you know, you heard that before. It's great East Bay humor. Well, I don't know if I'd call it humor. Well, I've never really known anyone like that. I've seen it in social settings, but they weren't my friend. I'd be like, tee hee hee. You can't say two words without your friend interrupting you and finishing your sentence for you. And it's not like one of those chemistry-filled, oh, we're such good friends, we finish each other's sandwiches, sentences. The Simpsons references are everywhere. And, you know, not for me, and that's fine, because I don't enjoy being interrupted, but I do it to other people inadvertently, and so I work on it, but I don't get mad at other people when they do it, because that's hypocritical. And I would never be hypocritical, oh no. So, I now know someone like that. And the worst part of it all is my boss. So, I'm finally getting the hang of things at work in the sense that I know what I'm talking about. And some people never know what they're talking about, but I mean, I try to find things out so I do look informed. And it's very important to me to know what I'm talking about because I talk so much. And I want to be efficient and I want a high average. And, you know, if you go up there swinging and everything, you're going to strike out a lot. That's not my idea of a good time. So, we've got this big meeting at 5 in the afternoon yesterday with some people in Japan because, you know, companies based in Japan. And I'm excited because it's a conference call with two Japanese people. Turns out they're both Japanese women. It doesn't really matter to me, but some of you guys are really into that. And it's a big deal to me because my grandma's Japanese. I love talking to Japanese people because I know how to. I don't know how to speak Japanese, that's not what I'm saying. But some people think in order to speak to Japanese people clearly, you just have to speak really loudly and really slowly. Well, it's not that simple. You have to understand how the thought process works, and if I knew the language, it'd make that even easier. But after talking to Grandma for more than 30 years, well, actually no, if I didn't learn how to talk that young. So after talking to my grandma for almost 30 years, I get that. And I'm not saying all Japanese are alike, but I know how to communicate with Japanese people better than the average person because of my grandma. But I'd say two sentences, and then my boss would start talking, and he'd screw everything up. Because he didn't understand how to communicate with them, and he would confuse them, and it was just very annoying. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Visit us on the web at joelshitshow.com. Email joel@joelshitshow.com.